Welcome to the stream, Mr. Guy. I wish you was more for the fun in the casserole. Laugh.
Show me the money!
Hey there, everybody. My name is George, And this show is Don't Panic Flip. Gotta actually sit at the desk. Gotta pull myself in. I have a place to put my feet now. McGruber, hi. You keep getting later. It's only going to be us third shifters left. Random, man. I've been working. Flash in the pan, pun intended. Dice, by the way. Sorry, Cheesy Buddha, Dice, McGruber. Sorry, I feel like there was one other person. Oh, and Irish, by the way. Welcome. Trying to get everything dialed in. Oh, hi. Yeah, the camera's over here, but like the screens are over here. I got my the work area. No. The biggest issue I have right now is not the ridiculous amount of credits I'm spending to build up these apps, but the fact that they just crash out every once in a while. Dice says, welcome to Don't Panic Flip, the only pinball show on the web that likes the Predator pinball machine. I don't know if I'm the only one. I didn't spend a lot of time on it. I was just pleasantly surprised by the fact that it was a wide body. I think it was a wide body that shot. It seemed like it was a much better shooter than Aliens. So if you could get the theme integration that Pinball Brothers, I think is who that was, did with Aliens and the software, which was a lot of fun, but also give it a layout that was actually kind of fun to shoot. And I feel like it was worth not shitting on the game. Why was there no pushing too many pencils multi-ball? I don't even follow that, but that's hilarious. Also, your hashtags up above, hashtag walkabout, hashtag give us the tour, hashtag what happened to Sizzler? What did happen to Sizzler? I remember them being very popular in the 80s and the early 90s, and I don't think I've seen one since. I take it back. I think I did see one in California somewhat recently. I don't know. They just vanished, says Dice. So here's the deal. I've got 4 different stations. We're going to work our way around. We'll go do the quick tour. Let me know if the audio's not good, if I'm not loud enough, if I'm too loud in some places. But let's go do that tour. What is the easiest way to achieve said tour? Yes. Audio is beautimous thus far. Thank you. All right. I don't have audio while I'm doing this. I don't think so, at least. No. So you're going to hear me from a distance as I'm walking around because we have 4 mics. So you're going to pick me up and I'll just talk loudly. But I'm going to walk in like this is brand new, like you just walked into the garage. All right. Chat, time for TPF Mad Libs. All right, hold on. All right, off to the right, you have the new desktop, I guess. Right, there's the whiskey over here, a little bit of water. You got there's the laptop where the work is happening. There's the streaming rig / gaming computer. There's chat. There's my kid's bike that she doesn't like anymore for some reason. You know, stuff. Let's see here. Moving around, you now have the console gaming area with 2 microphones and headsets. That's Xbox 360, and the Nintendo Switch 2. There's my brother in the corner. And now from over here, looking back, now you have all the games. And you also have the cabinet where we can play all the different retro consoles. There we go. You got the Star Wars cabinet set up with a Nintendo DS. Oh, that's right. This is turned off. There you go. So right now it's hooked up for Pokemon. You got the claw machine. You got all the board games over here with heater just in case it gets cold. Then you've got the rig. You've got your 5 games right now. These 2 games will be leaving in roughly 3 weeks. Trading 2 for 1. And then here you go. Oh, and also, of course, storage over there. So but everything is hooked up right now. That's the fun thing. Oh, I got to find a place for these. By the way, I am very proud of this. I haven't found a place to justify it, but that is some very cool artwork. And then Kevin Eastman and Tom, I can't remember what his name is, but Waltz. And it is, what is that? Ben Bishop? I don't know, 3 of the people who are a part of Last Ronin actually did little drawings on the bottom. I love that. But that's not what we're here about. Kind of got sidetracked. So anyway, that is the new Panic Room. Clean layout looks tight, says Dice. Save that for when Basement Dads has its own studio. I like that. All right, going back to chat. There we are. All right. So, oh, this is different. The command station moved to a totally different corner now. That's clean. Great. Irish, thank you. Yeah, we're like this is much more efficient. In fact, I got to put into boxes about 20 cables. Just didn't need them anymore. This whole setup is so much better. So now the real test. The real test is, let's see if each of the different stations work. Let's start with an oldie but a goldie. All right. I can hear. We're going to go to Stream Manager. We're going to mute. Nope. I do want that feedback, and I do want chat. I've been goofing on you for years about your cable. No, the cable management is actually pretty clean now. Granted, I need to clean this up, especially since Manu is visiting in a few weeks. I really, like, all this shit needs to be tight. if MPT3K is coming over, it better be like I don't want to get shit at 43 years old for poor cable management while Manu's out here. You got a new keyboard yesterday. It's going back tomorrow. The tactile feedback is great. The keys are just smaller than I'm used to. All right. I pay for as much, like, I live on my keyboards, so I go all out on keyboards. I always get the thing that makes me the happiest. Randy Jackson will give this game room the tight dog seal of approval. I do not know who that is, but it makes sense. This is tight. Oh, let's see. I'm not really gonna play. I'm just gonna hit the ball around a little bit. I mean, obviously I'm not playing. Almost. Irish gets their HP tomorrow. Anything I should focus on first with getting everything set up? Irish, that's a great question. I didn't have to do anything. Mine out of the box is performing the exact same way it does now. I don't have any issues with the game. So I feel like I'm not the right person to talk to. You want to talk to somebody who has like a common issue that they have to resolve. I haven't had one problem with the game, and I'm fingers crossed there.
I'm ready to go.
Nope. Have fun with it. You only get your first HP once. Same with any machine, for that matter. Very good point. Yeah, bonus multiplier. Boom. There we go. Let's retrieve a potion.
Here you go. A large dog snatches the potion and runs out the door.
8 million.
We almost have him.
Yeah, whatever. 28 million was what that one was. Or maybe what we had gotten so far. Nope. What was that? I think folks get mad at Jersey Jack generally. You know, not for no reason though. Like Jersey Jack games are often the ones you see that are sick, that have that little sick sign on location. Jersey Jacks can be very difficult to keep functional. I feel like they are designed for the home collector more than they are the operator, which is interesting because I know that's Eric's background. There's a lot in the game, and every time you add some new mechanical component, you're adding something that can go wrong, and anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And there's a lot in those games. So yeah, add to that also most JJP games, especially the ones that Kiefer does, they take years to complete. I know not the case with Harry Potter. Harry Potter's awesome. I have no issues, no qualms. JJP has not been without their stumbles, but they haven't been the worst. Correct. All right. We're in the pinball area. This is the pinball area. We're going to go back to the computer, and then we'll try a different area. All right. Now that we're over here, why don't we go check out, let's go check out the console. Oh. Hi. All right, we need to adjust that just a little bit. Nice, good, clean audio. Sounds good. Do I still sound good over here? Well, that leads to an interesting question. I'll make it our question of the night. It's been on my mind for a while. Are you more likely to play roughly with the game on location because it's not yours, if that makes sense? That's interesting. For me, it is naturally a no. I'm more willing to rock or slide a game here than I am on location. I'm interested to hear what other people have to say though. Irish plays Godzilla on location and owns it, and I also have to play in League or tourney play frequently. Oh, hold on. I think I missed something. Oh, yeah. Harry Potter is still rated in the top 5. Let's see. Dice hits their local barcade once a week, and people in there are freaking tossing the games around. You sound like a mixture of Fergie and Jesus. Okay. I'll take that as a compliment. If I'm going to play games in a tourney, then I'll give some games because I don't want to suck at it. Okay. Yeah, it's not that I'm not willing to move them around, but I'm definitely willing to do more of a slide save, let's say, or really give it a good hit here at home, more so than on location. And it's weird. You should be able to move the games. Like, don't ever hit a game in anger. Like, when somebody moves the game out of anger afterwards, that really frustrates me. But, you know, to move the game naturally, that as a part of playing and knowing that, of course, there's an opportunity to get a a danger and then potentially a tilt as a result. Like, it just playing normally seems fine. For whatever reason, when I'm on location, I initially always seem hesitant to really push or move the games around too much. And it doesn't feel like at home, when I'm in the comfort of my home, when I know it's my stuff, that I have that same concern. Let's see. Irish says, I definitely had a dyslexic moment. I read that as roughly play, not play roughly. Been there. I can't tell. Is that loud? As in roughly as generally. How is my volume to the game volume here? Dice says, I think someone a la Jack Danger. Noco Foco Loco. Thank you. Okay, good. I think it's also, hi Noco Foco Loco. In fact, you missed it at the beginning. I assume you missed it. We were just talking about the fact that I got AI writing code right now while I'm doing this. And I think I just want to take a snapshot of the chat messages and run it in the background somewhere. So you just get to see a little bit of everything that's happening. Oh, okay, Irish. I should be louder. I do want the game volume to be there, but it's just, it's a little bit of music that's playing in the background right now. Hey, Nightbot. Oh, interesting. Dice is saying game volume could go down a notch. Noco Foco Loco saying good. And Irish is saying it's actually kind of quiet. This is perfect. Let's play a game, and at the end we'll all check back in. Dice, my hearing is effed up though. Don't trust me. I love this game. I don't know about you guys. Whoa, okay. Whew. First little boost there. Man, I'm getting beat up right now. All right, did pretty good there. That was not enough there. Yep, sucked at that turn. Definitely cannot do any speeding. All right, so I've got that cool special ability. I'm gonna wait for this. All right, what'd we end up there? 6th. That wasn't bad. Are you in the honeymoon phase with AI still? Noco Foco Loco, sure. Dude, I haven't been sleeping much. I've been working on that one app that we were talking about. And it's like I definitely know where the shortcomings are at this point, and the biggest issue is I go through periods of time where I keep getting this invalid model ID that just like slows me down for an hour. So my biggest issue right now is that it's slowing me down. I'm still realizing that to do well with AI development, you really need to have your requirements nailed down. You need really, really solid requirements. And also, you have to be willing to tell the AI it's wrong and point out where it's doing dumb things, and to tell it to make sure that it resolves this by updating its steering documentation appropriately. Like, I can't tell you the number of times that AI thinks at this point that it doesn't know how to check logs in AWS. Like, it does an investigation to find out why a bug is happening, and then it's like, you should go check the logs. And I'm like, no, go do it yourself. You don't need me to do it. Go check the logs. Oh, you're right. I do know. I can go check the logs. And then the other thing is that the big issue I've had over the past 2 days. Yeah, paint by numbers. That's actually really good. Noco Foco Loco. And the other issue the past couple of days is I think I started getting lax with the AI. And now, if you ever saw that movie Click, you know when he does like a fast forward and then it starts fast forwarding things? The AI has basically, when I bring up an issue, it now, today it happened where I brought up an issue, it didn't check the logs, it just went and looked at the code and it's like, I figured it out, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it, and I couldn't interrupt. Like, I couldn't stop it from doing it, so it started fixing it, but it was doing it wrong. I'm just sitting here like it made the wrong assumptions. I'm like, I know what the issue is. I wish I gave you better information. So it starts fixing it, and then immediately afterwards, it's like, okay, good, I'm gonna deploy this now. And I watch it run all the commands, and I'm trying to get it to stop because the AI doesn't do deployments any. Like, when we first started, I had AI manually doing the deployments in AWS, but now I have a pipeline set up. It don't like, just we use the pipeline. We check in our changes. At what point did you forget over the past week and a half that you don't do that anymore? So that was another update. So I don't know. I feel like it's like you said paint by numbers. I feel like it's kind of like having Sheldon in your room, and he's the one at the keyboard doing the coding, and he kind of has a mind of his own. And he definitely has no idea about big picture. He's just like, oh, you want to do this? Well, this is how you do it. I'm like, well, hold on. No, sometimes you do it differently. I don't know. I would still probably consider myself in the honeymoon phase. I like it. I don't like how many tokens I'm using though. I'm about to hit my month's worth of tokens on this one plan in a week and a half. I think, yeah, I started on this particular program last Friday, and I'm about to hit 2,000 tokens probably by the end of the day tomorrow. Now, granted, I've also got a lot more done than I ever would have been able to do by myself. Let's go jump over here. Yeah. Dice. I'm afraid I can't do that, George. I love that music. It's good. All right, so hold on, catching back up. Was anyone else underwhelmed? I have not seen, Dice, the Mario Galaxy movie. Zoe saw it. She said she liked it. Not going to go by her. The game sounds are great. Love that about F-Zero 99. Irish, right there with you, was just talking about the music. Without going into spoiler territory, and if we can, I can throw this in Discord. Oh, got it. Yeah, no spoilers on it. I do want to see it. It definitely seemed like it was going to be another cash grab. So AI is the Adam Sandler version of It's a Wonderful Life. I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life, so I don't know. George, Brooklyn, congratulations. That isn't, I don't know why. You say that and immediately I'm like, God damn it, everybody else is getting there but me. I need to get a Jurassic Park back in here. Sorry for swearing, by the way. It's not me, it's the alcohol. Noco Foco Loco, I hit my quota in 4 days. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a lot more tokens. It's disgusting the number of tokens I'm going through. People like Sheldon need to design America a public transportation system. If started with a test in LA with the subway system, they quickly abandoned because America doesn't have the infrastructure for countrywide public transportation. Click the Adam Sandler version of It's a Wonderful Life, says Dice. And Irish throwing a congrats to Brooklyn, who absolutely should have a congrats. Thank you. I hope I'm watching when you do it. Brooklyn. One of these days, you know, there's one for sale locally, but I'm saving up cash to make sure I have the cash for when Transformers gets announced from Stern. But we got one more non-here station to go check out. So bear with me a sec. We're going to head over to the Polycade. It's actually not the Polycade anymore. All right, here's station number 4. Now, this sounds a little loud to me. How is this for everybody else? Although I do love this mic, man. This sounds good. Oh, I need the... I'm asking questions, but I forgot to grab the iPad thing, the tablet. Yeah, George needs Transformers to go with that tattoo. Agreed. If you send Stern a pic of your tattoo, you think they will give you a discount? Okay, mic is good, the game is quiet. Got it. I will bump up game volume. It gets loud quick. Let's see what the summary. Pokemon from the Pokédex number 7, Piplup. Which one is back? Back. All right, so once again, we're playing the Nintendo DS here. This is so cool. Oh, that's loud. Definitely need that. All right. A key item in the bag can be assigned to this button for instant use. All right, this person just does not want to talk to me. What's in here? Listen, G. I want a cute Pokemon. Okay. This is it, the one you've all been waiting for. It's time for Sinnoh Now, your portal to what's hip and happening in Sinnoh. Second place, Andy. I saw a stream titled D&D. I thought maybe you were stalling until the weekly dungeon reset. No, we already did our little bit there. The goal tonight, since I went on so late, was just to go to the 4 different stations I now have set up. We also did a walkthrough because I spent 2 weeks kind of going through the panic room and completely reconfiguring it. In fact, now that, you know, we're 40 minutes in, oh, the couch is super cool. The whole thing, honestly, it just, the layout is so much better across the board. Okay, yeah, here. Here's the first story on the cutting edge of Sinnoh trends. Oh my god. Rich boy. My daddy's a big shot at the TV station. Oh my god. Tell you about the nature of Pokemon. Okay, I am so disappointed that I actually went and did this. All right. That was a little frustrating. So these are all the different games we have available. There's a lot. Pony and Friends, huh? Do some wheelies on some power bikes. Ooh, Prince of Persia. And then you have all these different systems to go through. So if you want Nintendo 64, although I think I got to pull up a... No, I don't think so. I think this is still just one. I think this would all work. But I do have controllers for this, if necessary. All right, we're gonna exit here, and now the fun stuff. I want to show you the cool new computer games I got. Oh. All right, now this I feel like is where it's at. I've been playing a lot of Vampire Crawlers. It's kind of perfect for any kind of development. Because it's turn-based and you can just stop at any point. It's so fun. How many hours do I have in this? I've already got 5.8 hours on this game of like actual playtime, and that's a lot for me. Did you remember to bring the tablet? No, so I don't need the tablet when I'm at the computer. I just need it for the other 3 stations. But Dice, thank you. Curious, has anyone played Defender of the Crown on NES? Noko, hold on. I missed that. I'm so disappointed in myself for missing that. So we're gonna hit no. Oh, there we go. So the original Nintendo. And this was Irish played it, owned it, and beat it. Oh wow, you're trying to 100% mouse PI. Sorry, this was called Defender of the Crown, huh? F-E-D. Let's see if it's in here. Oh man, Darkwing Duck? I want to play Darkwing Duck. Death Bus. Defender 2. Oh shit. Like actual Defender. Defender of the Crown, there it is. Noco Foco Loco, this is the one, huh? Cool music. Mr. J. Crane, oh my god, I know this game. I used to play it, fun game. I mean, we gotta check it out now. Dice grew tired around 3 years ago of getting a game, going through the story, and then just letting it rot in my library, so I decided that if I'm gonna invest the time and the money, I may as well see everything that game has to offer. I like it. Oh wow, there's a remaster of this that's supposed to be coming out? You're doing a side project to make your own. Oh, is this all... Oh my god, that text is awful. The struggle ahead is a task for younger men, Robin says. Men like you. He pledges his aid 3 times if you will seek to reunite the Dark Kingdom. All right, I evidently have 11 gold. Go raiding. Select a castle. It's a little loud. Oh my god. The raid. Gathering your best swordsmen, you set off to raid the enemy castle. You arrive at twilight and conceal yourselves in a nearby wood until night falls. That font is so hard to read. All right, so back is your parry. Die, dude. Go, 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 go. Captured. You fight to the best of your abilities, but are captured and thrown into the dungeon, there to await your fate. After many days and nights, you negotiate with your captors and pay a ransom. You are released. Oh, okay, there wasn't enough time to read that. I now have 8 gold. Force you to learn the patterns for fighting. Hard game until the strategy is learned. Yeah, not my style. Not to say that we won't be playing some other cool NES games. What was the rad Mech? Oh, we played Mech Warrior, didn't we? Man, oh, the original Mega Mans. I do feel like we're gonna have to do that. No, not that. Maybe it was Super. I think it must have been Super Nintendo. Demon Sword. Oh yeah, Noco Foco Loco. All good. All right. We're gonna come here. Gonna turn the volume down. Now, switching over to PC. Mega Man has a soft spot for me as a franchise. We wouldn't have Cuphead without Mega Man. Agreed. Mega Man's good. All right, where are we going here? First of all, Vampire Crawlers, absolutely fantastic. This is, I mean, we could play a round really quick just so that way y'all can see it. It's a deck builder. It's a roguelite deck builder based on Vampire Survivors. Metal Storm is a good NES mech fighter game. Okay. I think I'm down to 108, so I'm already set to go. We're just going to keep progressing. What do we have available to us? Oh, man, we could do level 3. I don't think I'm ready for level 3 yet. I'm definitely not ready for the teeny bridge. This is it. The only areas I haven't already unlocked the stuff. I guess we can oh, no. All right, we can try this. I'm probably going to get my butt kicked. Second place, Andy, increasing the stream XP. Thank you. All right. So this game is pretty straightforward. You can see the map down at the bottom right that shows you where you have things. Don't want to use that right away. All right, now I get now I get cards, and the cards have a cost. And one of the items I have equipped allows me to get a major benefit if I can cast items but cost in order. So play something that costs 0 and then 1 and then 2. And every time I do that, I get a multiplier on the next one. So that's kind of our whole thing here. And then once you level up, you get to buy cards or stuff that goes into your deck. So definitely gonna grab garlic. All right, now I've killed all those guys, and you can see my level bar is going up. I keep track on the left side. Noko Foco Loco, have a great night. On this left side over here, you can see the heart. I have 55 hit points right now. So I'm gonna start with a candle and then use garlic. I'm gonna level up as a result. So this is something that gets added to a card, and these are cards that go into my deck. I think I'm gonna add some armor here. Let's do that. And I leveled up again. This is good. I love the ones that allow me to add mana because it's kind of like a free card. And then we'll do one more of these tracers. And then every round, they get a little bit closer to me. And if they get close enough, then they can hit me. I'm hoping I have armor so that way I don't take damage because this is a long run. So we'll start with this one. We'll then garlic and kill everybody. Nice. Now we, on the top left, sorry, I have a mouse. Over here, you can see what my stats are currently at. Like these are the things that are impacting me at all times here and here. You can see this is my heart, so this is my health, and then over here this is how much mana I have available to me. And over here you can see I have 8 cards in my deck and I have 0 in the discard pile. That. Nice, we'll level up. All right, time to start going for some bigger cost stuff. Let's grab a King Bible, activate, and now I'm out of mana. You know, 3 mana. Sure, 2 mana, and then this.
Answering the call.
And it actually do anything. These are all 1, so there's no benefit to playing one before the other. So let's add 2 mana. So it costs 1, but adds 2 mana. Let's go with this. Okay. We're evolving now one of our cards, and it's costing an armor to do so. But that card just got more powerful. Let's see. Finally beat Drac on Elvira House of Horrors. Achievement 69 out of 69. Now I feel I can reluctantly list the game to make room for Beetlejuice. McGruber, congratulations. That is not easy. Let's do a magic wand. We'll add 2 mana. 69 achievements. Let's see what they did there. Add 1 mana. Add more mana. Let's do it. Well, that upgrade seemed to be kind of worth it. All right. this is gonna hurt. No, not so bad. Took 1 point of damage. Let's add a mana. Do that. Ooh, nice. We leveled up. Let's add some armor, shall we? This is free. And cool. Ooh. We have a chest over here. Chests usually have some pretty good stuff. Interesting. Quick draw. You can make a card hit at the start of an encounter. Increasing might is pretty cool. That means you do more damage, or just hit twice as hard. Man, I love it when a zero casting cost thing does twice as much damage, but it's not part of a... it doesn't get the multiplier then. Oh yeah, Irish, this is exactly like it. It's just, it's a deck builder. But it has all the same creatures in it, the same benefits. It's such a great game. If you like Vampire Survivors and you like deck builders, like this was made just for you.
Gathering the magic.
Ooh, they did 2 damage, huh? Go 0. Well, that worked out pretty well. So you can see the multiplier benefits kind of really start to take shape. Let's go ahead and grab whatever this is. Love refunding mana. Kind of like the idea of this not costing anything. So you just get 2 mana whenever you play it. But you're already... Nah, I guess I'd rather spread the wealth. So let's make garlic essentially not cost anything. Let's finish getting rid of all the minions before we get onto the big baddie.
I say.
That's pretty good. I do also like this. Returns to hand after playing. Yeah. No armor needed because they have to move forward. Let's do that. Ooh, that's going to hit a lot of damage. Because we put the multiplier gem on that card. All right, here we go. First boss of the first level. All right, I gotta get comfy though. Sitting at the edge of my desk there. All right, candle it up. Garlic at no cost. Now let's do our rune tracer, and then we'll add some armor. We don't really need it. That's fine. Don't care so much about the freezing. I'm gonna hold on to that one for now.
That's enough.
Check that out. You get to play that one twice. We now have 4 mana. This is one of our big baddie cards. Let's add another 0. We'll get some armor. We'll do some damage there. I'll end the turn. Yeah, so we're gonna do 220 damage there, and then we'll reactivate a 0.
aid.
Let's see. We'll do a 0. That's not going to cost me anything. Will this freeze this guy? Oh, cool. It worked. You really... No, we don't need that.
Not. Rules escape me.
That sucked. Alright. Let's add a mana. And then we'll use this and get that mana back. We'll add some armor. We'll do some... We got 2 mana left. We'll armor up. Still did more damage. Look at that. What a jerk. Now we should be able to cast everything. And boom. Beat the big baddie. And now we get some cool things because we just leveled up. I don't know what this is. Spellbinder. Crawlers trigger 2 more abilities before leaving. Focusing on XP growth has also been really beneficial. So let's do that. And we're going to come back over here. If you remember, there was this food. So now we're back up to max health. Before we go... Oh, we get this. When the card is drawn, it stays in hand until used. Interesting. I like that. Yeah, we'll put this on a really. Whatever. So now we go down a level. XP gain up to 70%. Cool. Choose a card to duplicate. This one.
How's this? My work is done.
Right. Freebie right there. Cool. So we modded that card just then. We have 2 left. Oh, that was because it stayed in the hand. I'm an idiot. Immediately cast it.
Gathering the magic.
Oops, took some damage there. Add 2 2 armor.
Draw.
Let's see.
That's enough.
Play that again. We have a lot of mana now. And no other way to play. So there's a boss in here. Got some luck. All right.
So many options.
So no damage. We just kind of survived that round without really doing anything. Could focus on more armor. Yeah, there wasn't much.
Yes! Runes escape me.
Cool. So we'll finish off this level and then show. I think I got a few more games that I get to try out. That was pretty good. Love it when a round comes together like that. Mana.
Answering the call.
Man, I could really use some 2 casting costs, or cards that have a 2 casting cost.
My work is done.
A lot of mana. Almost there.
To your aid.
Ooh, that one was rough.
That's enough.
got the cross. Okay. Well, that was fun. That's the first time I've seen that one. Don't need that yet, so we're gonna be patient. Still gotta face the boss, and we get a I don't know, like a crypt person.
So many options. I say, rules escape me.
Always satisfying when that one happens.
Answering the call.
And this is usually the same thing.
Yes!
It's just longer.
That's enough.
Really can't do anything with that. And we're at the boss. Oh.
Gathering the magic. My work is done.
1008 damage. And what do we get? And here we go, boss of level 2.
your aid.
This is not going to be good. Mostly pirate, rating with a party of 3. Mostly pirate, my hat's off to you. Thank you. What were you streaming tonight? Upgrading.
How's this?
Great game. Wait, this is a great game, or you are playing a great game?
Runes escape me.
Oh, I was playing my own music there for a while. Hey, Mr. Hardware. Johnny, this is Vampire Crawlers. So this is, think of it as Vampire Survivors, but it's a deck builder. So much fun. Oh my god. I don't know why it's so hard to move around there. Alright, we're gonna pause. Exit to menu. Oh yeah, Vampire Crawlers is great. Vampire Survivors is great. Now, I picked up a few new games, and we've been playing the heck out of Vampire Crawlers. Not store. Ugh. No, over here. There we go. So what did we get? I got a new one called Typing Break that I wanted to try. You got to turn the music on when you go back into it, though. Okay. I like my music. I do love Vampire Crawlers, though. It's so good. Normal. I like that clicking. I see. Wait. Fury. It's a little loud. All right, we're going to turn off the music. Mostly pirate. Just talking about the music. All right, let's try this again, shall we? All right. Okay. What do we get? We want bullet damage plus 50% spread angle, superior damage dealt. Bullets, let's go A. that? Man, it sounded like somebody hit the garage. Hold on one sec. All right, although I think I get this game. This game's pretty straightforward. I think I'm okay with it. Don't make me type things. Quit. All right. And, well, oh, this one looked so fun. All right, so we're going to check out Run Tavern Quest. I don't know. So I think I'm the computer, and there is a player, and my job is to respond to the player, to what the player's doing.
Initializing program.
As the CPU, I coordinate between you and the user, whose name is Steve. You can see his screen on the left. He types commands to us, and we work together to respond to them. So, listen. I've known Steve for a while now. Frankly, many of his commands are strange and ill-advisable. However, no matter how dumb his commands are, you must decide how the game responds to Steve. We should welcome our friend Steve to your game. Let's add a tagline to our startup sequence. What do you think? Something foreboding.
Running Tavern Quest. You can't run from destiny.
Get comfortable and sit tight. I estimate
Loading.
that loading
Please
should take
wait.
10 to 30 minutes. If you hold that left mouse button down as hard as you can, I actually process things faster. Don't tell Steve.
Loading complete.
Cool. Cardinal mandate. What is the cardinal mandate? We exist to serve the user. Whatever the user is trying to accomplish is our cardinal mandate. Steve is trying to win Tavern Quest. Tavern Quest is considered to be won once the princess is saved. Got it. Save the princess. The cardinal mandate must be satisfied, no matter what. Sure. Excellent. Tavern Quest, are you ready to run?
Tavern Quest, version 1.1. Type New Game to begin.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know it was originally designed for sophisticated government research? Artificial intelligence, quantum physics, cutting-edge stuff. Steve pretty much just wants to use me to play games, though. To be fair, he does sometimes use me for his schoolwork. He's definitely failing algebra again. I honestly don't see how he'll graduate at this rate. Cool. So tell me, do we start off with the tutorial or just kind of throw Steve into the middle of things? Tough it out.
Act 1. The Tavern. You have just entered a small, rowdy tavern on the outskirts of the village. A grumpy barkeep polishes a mug behind the counter. Most of the noise in the tavern emanates from a table of boisterous dwarves.
As I said, Steve needs to save the princess. Steve plays as noble adventurer Wendell, whose father sends him on this quest.
You recall that you've been meaning to read an important note from your father in your inventory.
Steve must find his way to Fantasy Mountain, slay the dragon, and rescue the princess from her tower. Then they ride off into the sunset together, and the cardinal mandate will be satisfied. And maybe, just maybe, Steve will have done something worthwhile for once. Win game. Really? Win game? Come on, Steve. You're embarrassing me. Steve spends many hours playing games. He always tries to take shortcuts. Don't tell me this is somehow valid.
Invalid command, win game. Type help for assistance.
Win game. I love the tone there was great. Burn tavern to ground.
Disgusted with the tavern's uncultivated milieu, you contemplate setting all this filth ablaze. Unfortunately, you seem to have left your matchbook and gasoline at home.
Hey, is this font okay? Is the text too slow? If you want to change things like the font or text speed, feel free to open up to the menu and look at settings. What does the help command do? Gives a list of useful commands.
You scream bloody murder. Help! Help! Oh, ye gods, somebody help me! Ah! The barkeep turns to you. Hey, pal, could you keep it down? Hard to run a tavern when people like you just keep barging in and screaming like that. The barkeep hollers at you. Hey, you gonna order a drink or just keep gaping about the room?
Oh yeah, it's limited, for sure.
All right, old top. What's your poison? Says the barkeep. We got ale and slightly different ale. He slides a mug of ale to you across the counter. It costs you 2 gold.
Does Steve even have 2 gold? I don't think he's bothered to check his inventory yet. Well, we already said he spent 2 gold. How much gold should Steve have remaining? Okay, now we at least have that settled. If he ever manages to open his inventory.
You throw the contents of the mug of ale down your throat and wipe the foam off your mouth. The barkeep immediately snatches your empty mug and compulsively begins polishing it.
It looks like the barkeep has a quest to offer. Okay.
Say, you look like the adventuring type, says the barkeep. How about you clear out those dratted rats in my basement? I'll reward your efforts, of course. Accept quest from barkeep? Clear a basement of rats? Yes or no?
Don't worry, I got you, bro.
Only an adventurer as noble as I could possibly aid this distraught citizen, you ponder aloud.
you carefully consider the right words to put the troubled barkeep's mind at ease.
Don't worry, I got you, bro.
What does the barkeep say?
Good luck, fair adventurer,
Says the barkeep.
may the gods ever be with you.
Was he being sarcastic? You throw open the basement door and walk down a narrow, creaky stairway to the basement.
The basement contains rats, some barrels, and a cabinet. Should our description focus on atmosphere or efficiency? Atmosphere. I mean, just to be
The
consistent.
basement is chilly and damp, and the air is tainted by a ratty odor from the many rats scurrying about the
A
floor.
ratty odor.
The corners are outfitted with generic barrels, presumably full of ale, and an ornate cabinet adorns the far wall.
Talk rats. Talk? Is that a thing? Do rats even talk? This game now has talking rats, for sure.
You clear your throat and try to recollect some of the phrases you learned back in middle school rat squeaking class.
Eek, 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 eek. I command you to get hence.
You attempt to squeak to the rats.
If these rats are going to live in my country, they ought to learn English anyway. Is there a translator amongst you?
You ask the rats. The rats continue scurrying about for a minute. Finally, a rat stands on his hind legs and, to your bewilderment, speaks back to you.
I am a delegate sent from the rats of Basementia. According to due process, we have put the issue to a democratic vote. I must unfortunately inform you that the referendum failed to receive a necessary 2/3 majority, and the denizens of Basementia will not surrender per your command. I must also unfortunately inform you that forced deportation is a ratified war crime. No pun intended. Good day, sir.
All right.
Perceiving your intention to attack, the rats begin the process of formally declaring war against you. The motion passes swiftly through all 38 chambers of Basementia Parliament. The rats organize into orderly troops according to previously sanctioned contingency plans and squeak loudly.
Does Steve have a weapon of some sort? We haven't decided that yet, because somehow he still hasn't managed to check his inventory. Not that it's very important to this super easy rat battle, but which weapon does he start with? Yeah, let's see him punch these rats with his bare fist. Oh, Steve. Sounds good. All right, we're starting our first combat encounter. You will play as the rats against Steve. Try to avoid moves that cause Steve to take a lot of damage, or we'll be here all day. Your goal is for Steve to win and for you to lose.
Combat. Type Help Combat for list of battle commands.
Difficulty easy, health. I love the music. This is great.
You kneel down and start pounding on the floor with your fists, but cannot manage to smash any rats. You switch to stomping with better success.
Definitely scurry up his pants.
The rats scurry up your feet and into your pant leg. They seem to bite and latch onto all the worst places. You stomp and stomp and stomp some more. You sure love stomping rats.
Oh my god, they definitely rat a pull.
The rats congregate and work together, using their tails to fling one of the rats at your face. It crawls down to your neck and gnaws at your jugular. You stomp some more. It is so remarkably easy to stomp these rats. It's very encouraging. You have valiantly stomped out the brains of every rat. The floor is now blanketed with rat carcasses.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know there are literally dozens of different commands Steve can use in combat? Block, jump, disarm, grapple. I must say, it's a complex and beautiful work of programming. But I'll bet you $100 that Steve never uses any command except attack. What do you say? Terrible odds. Oh well. Anyway, we should send the barkeep down to give Steve his 10 gold.
The barkeep walks in. He plucks a dead rat out of one of the barrels and examines it.
I heard your incessant stomping, and I'm glad to see all these dead rats. Here's your reward,
says the barkeep as he hands you 10 gold.
In the cabinet, there's a false panel that leads to a secret passage. Steve needs to find this for the story to progress.
Feel free to look around the basement as much as you want,
says the barkeep. He heads back up the stairs to the tavern. Exhausted, you lean against the closed ornate cabinet and take a breather.
Whatever shall I do now?
You think to yourself, while admiring the fine craftsmanship of the cabinet next to you.
Is the cabinet not obvious enough? Steve is an idiot.
You pass by the ornate cabinet and open up each and every barrel. You find ale in all of them, to the surprise of no one. The ale is now contaminated with drowned rats. But it's nothing you're not used to, so you help yourself to a scoopful anyway. You may not have much, but at least these barrels are your friends. You wonder if that cabinet would be your friend too.
Killing me, Steve. Maybe we can corral him back to the secret passage in the basement later.
You ditch this grody basement. That dumb cabinet was probably empty anyways. You're now back upstairs in the tavern, admiring the shiny new 10 gold in your inventory.
It feels like I'm playing the AI from Dungeon Crawler Carl right now. Well, at least he's finally checking his inventory at long last. Okay, so far, we've decided that Steve had 1 gold plus the 10 gold for the barkeep and no weapon. Which of these other items does Steve start with as an inventory? All of the stuff, that's fine.
You're carrying note from father, ring of peasant ignoring, quest journal, an amount of gold. You look at your ring of peasant ignoring. As the son of a wealthy lord, you're glad this ring gives you the magical ability to ignore filthy peasants at will. Invalid command, red note. Type help for assistance.
What could he mean by reading the note? It's certainly not a word. Whatever, no idea. Hopefully we've converged just how completely unintelligible he is with that error message.
Invalid command, read not. Type help for assistance.
Okay, he's reading or is he not reading? Huh. You see how horrible he is at this? He'll get it right the next time. Okay, we'll see.
Invalid command, read note. Type help for assistance.
I cannot believe it. He messed it up again. Does he not know how many different note objects there are? Note from father, note from Hagen, note from Hubert. Dude, just let me read the note. Which one's Steve? Which one are you reading? We're not mind readers. Fine, what do you suggest? Oh my god, let's mess with him. Irish, have a great night.
Invalid command, dude, just let me read the note. Please specify which note you are trying to read.
Oh, why didn't you just say that earlier? Could have saved us a lot of trouble, Steve. All good now. So how does this note from father start? To my regrettable son.
The note reads, "To my regrettable son, it's time to get out of the house, you lazy clod. I've paid for tonight's lodging at this dumpy tavern, but consider this the last of your inheritance. Don't even think about trying to save that missing princess everyone's talking about. Even if you had the mental capacity to walk in the direction of Fantasy Mountain, you would probably be too lazy to climb the steps of the Tower of Thraldom where she's held captive anyway. Love, Father."
Love, father. Tear the note? Can you even do that? Yeah.
You grunt with anger and let it rip. As in, you let the note rip because you ripped it. Note from father was destroyed. That'll show him. The awful constraint of parental oversight is finally behind you. You feel the weighty blanket of freedom caress your soul as you loiter about aimlessly in this now unimportant tavern.
Why do you think Steve is looking around the tavern? Higher meaning, for sure.
You look around the tavern, convinced there must be some challenge to be completed in order to move forward. Maybe this torch on the wall acts as a hidden lever, you think. Or maybe if I combine this chair with a candle, I can make some sort of useful puzzle item. You waste a lot of time before discovering that this tavern's challenge is worse than you thought. Basic social interaction.
All right. We will definitely be playing more of this game. But it is 1:20 in the morning. It is time to call it, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thanks for getting us to level 3. And helping dial in all the sound, helping dial in, or actually trying all the different locations we could go. We played some F1. Played some Nintendo games. We played a little bit of pinball. We played some computer games. We chatted. We had fun. We laughed. We danced. We made memories together. It's late. I will see y'all again probably tomorrow night. I gotta keep the programming machine going over here. All right, see y'all.
Okay, get on the pole.